Personal radar drone ready for escort.
Request a recon. Send flyover.
Like,
Copy.
gold unlocked. Platinum unlocked.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy's halfway there. Step it up.
Let's go! Let's
Enemy at the shop.
I'm on fire!
Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.
Finally!
Frag out.
Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Razor's Edge. And today, as you can see, I have unlocked Damascus. I was grinding yesterday, got the 725, and I grinded earlier today, got the Origin, and now I'm giving you some tips and tricks on how I unlocked Damascus in 2.5 months, which seems like a long time, but it's faster than some people do it. Some people it took them a long time. But, so, basically, I'm gonna say 2 words. Hardcore. Now, I was an idiot. I should have listened to my friend who likes hardcore mainly, but also all he did was grind in hardcore. I didn't start actually grinding really in hardcore. I did it for the pistols, and I did it for the end of the SMGs, which I should have been doing it for the whole grind, except maybe snipers. And then also, Shoot House and Shipment, the best maps for camo grinding. If they are not in rotation, good. It's a lot harder, but if they are, you can get guns done daily, which is what I did for most of my guns. So, start off with assault rifles. And kilo. This gun I didn't really do when I was grinding for Damascus, but it's still same things apply for it. Choose a build you like. This is the build I like, although for grinding Damascus, I would change it to like this sight. Which doesn't look great for Damascus, but I would change it to something like one of these sights, like maybe the PBX or something. Something along the lines of this. Put blue dot on because I have that. And then, basically, for assault rifles, probably the hardest challenges to do are these. Long shots, mounted kills. These suck. All I can say for these is find a spot that has some range, like on Shipment, that middle point where you can see all the way to the end of the spawn. I will throw a picture on screen right here. Go there, sit up there, and just shoot people on the other end in hardcore. Because it only takes a few shots to kill in hardcore. And if you're not that big on hardcore, then that's fine, but I recommend going into hardcore, especially for these challenges. The kills with no attachments. For any gun, just go into hardcore. Because you'll be doing a lot more damage in hardcore because there's less health. Most of these challenges are relatively simple. Like the crouching kills, just crouch. Headshots, just aim for the head, especially in hardcore where it's a one-shot. Kills with all attachments, those will happen. Normal kills will happen in the background. Forget about them. Shortly after reloading, the best thing I can do, the best thing I can say to do, is to take off one of these five attachments that I have. Like I would probably take off my optic. Like just get rid of that. Throw on sleight of hand. So I'm reloading faster. So basically, you spawn in, you shoot a bullet. If you're about to get into a fight, you reload and then shoot him. It will make it go by quicker if you're struggling. If you're not struggling, you're just getting them done. Like, I got them done without even focusing on them, mostly. Now, for SMGs, I'm just gonna my favorite SMG. It's great. Again, choose a setup that you like. Mine is this. If you want to copy it, go ahead. Then for camos, SMGs. So basically, the order that you're gonna want to do Damascus, you have 2 options. You can either do the guns you like first and then everything else, or the guns you like the guns you like last and do everything else before that, so you cannot kind of end on something that you really want. Me, I did the guns I like first, so I got M4, HDR, Kilo, MP5, and then I started going for everything else. Now, I did it in a completely weird order of grinding camos. The way I would have done it now is start with the SMGs, because those are easy to do. You can get them done quickly. Great introduction. Then you can rearrange the order. Move to assault rifles, marksmans, and snipers. Now, the hardest being the snipers, the easiest being the marksmans. Assault rifles is kind of in the middle, but you can do them how you want. Actually, before you start with the SMGs, do the riot shield. So here, let me give you some tips for the riot shield. Now, this you're really gonna want to do hardcore because it's a one hit. You can just go up to people and just hit them. Now, normal kills, forget about it. Just kill people. 200 of them. It's not that hard. Kills while injured. This was actually the last camo category that I had to do. This one, there's two options you can do. Throw a thermite at yourself to get you down to like 10 HP, whatever. Just don't kill yourself with the thermite. And then go around killing people, because you don't heal in hardcore. But if you're in core and doing it, you're going to get injured anyway, because people are going to be shooting at you. But I would recommend hardcore. Kills while crouching, kills from behind, is also relatively easy. Just get behind somebody. Kills while using dead silence. I would recommend using dead silence anyway with the melees, because you're going to be running around silently, and it's easy. That will go hand in hand with the kills from behind. Kills while crouching, also easy with the riot shield, because you are crouching, so you can not get shot in the foot. So that one flew by for me. 2 kills without dying. This one sucked, because A, it's a riot shield, and it's hard to stay alive with it anyway, and B, you have to kill 2 people before they kill you. Not to mention they make it harder for the last challenge, which is 3 people. So you're on top of getting 2 people 25 times, you have to do 3 people 25 times, which annoyed the crap out of me. Now, kills while the enemy is near smoke. I thought this one was going to be hard, but it's really not. If you're playing either, there are 2 options you could do. Shipment, just chuck smoke anywhere, you'll be fine. You can get it done quickly. Or a hard point, because people are always focused on the hard point. Chuck a smoke grenade in there, run in, get a few kills, run out, and rinse and repeat. I got this done really fast, surprisingly. The buzz kills will happen. There's no way you can actually focus on this. It's just kill somebody who's on a kill streak. Execute finishing moves. This one is glitched. At least for me it was. I maybe did 2 finishing moves. But if you're getting kills from behind, I don't know if they patched it, but if the game's been out for over a year, so I doubt they did. If you just get kills from behind, it will count. At least that's what it did for me, so you can take a look at that. Skulls, kill 3 enemies without time. Just stay alive for 3 people. Now, let's talk about the knife. I just like this symbol. Oops. But let's talk about the knife. So, it's the same exact challenges, except this time it's so much easier. So this one, you don't have to play hardcore. I would recommend playing core, because it's already a 1-hit. It's the exact same challenges, same requirements, except this one is so much easier. Same tips I can give for the kills while smoked, hardpoint, or shipment. Kills while injured, again, will happen naturally if you're running around with a knife. People are going to be shooting at you, and then it will just happen naturally. That one's not hard for the knife. So there's no real tips I can give for the knife, because it's actually kind of easy compared to the riot shield. But let's move on to SMGs, as I was saying before. So yeah, you start with riot shield and knife, get those done. Then move on to SMGs, and once you move on to SMGs, the rocket launchers as your secondary. These you cannot solely grind. It's weird to say. It's like, oh, just grind the gun that you want. No, for rocket launchers, it's basically, you can solo grind these for kills, except for maybe the Joker. You can grind the kills with these. Just, the kills were easy. for most of them. The defender, attacker kills, easy, that's what these are. You only need 40 of them. But the defender kills, didn't die in a fire. Those sucked. But basically, once you do this, once you're done with these, there's only 4 kill challenges. It's kill enemies, attacker, defender, and then kills with amped. When you're, after that, focus on other guns. And then just shoot down everything you see. So, destroy aerial kill streaks. This is easy with this launcher. Ground streaks. Apparently the UAV, personal radar, and VTOL count as ground streaks. So, destroy kill streaks. Again, just destroy everything you see. Destroy support kill streaks. Just shoot down UAVs, personal radars. Destroy kill streaks. Destroy vehicles. Again, some of the kill streaks counted as vehicles, so I don't know. They just did. Now, the hardest launchers are arguably these. This one is the easiest launcher. This one is probably the hardest for kills. This is probably the hardest for streaks, and this is probably this is in the middle. So this one, to get kills, I recommend playing Shipment. If you have Shoot the Ship, I have Obsidian on this, but if you're playing Shoot the Ship, I recommend standing either on the C flag and shooting all the way to the A flag, or standing on the C flag and shooting all the way to the A flag. Either one. Because you can do that, except for the A one, you have to stand on top of something, which will make you vulnerable. But for the C one, you can just go to the corner, lock on, you'll get kills. That's the easiest way I can do it. And then for defender kills, shoot it, and then just lay down on the objective that you own. It's as easy as that. And if you're having trouble with kills with this gun, melee kills count. So just go around beating people up. It's a one hit in hardcore. The RPG, easiest thing I can say. The kills were incredibly easy with this. They even changed the Obsidian challenges. For everything else, it's just destroy 100 kill streaks. For this, it's kill 5 enemies in 150 matches. They changed it. The only kill streaks you will be destroying with this are all ground streaks, and the personal radar, and the counter UAV. That's it. That's all you're going to be destroying. Because unless you can somehow hit a UAV, I hit it once with the RPG and with the Strela. I have never hit it again. The Strela is also a non-lock on. Okay. Moving on to the SMGs. SMGs are probably the easiest category. Hip fire kills. You need 100 of them, which seems like a lot. But I build out most of my SMGs for hipfire anyway, because the hipfire on the SMGs is so good. Like, if you played Warzone, this is the build for the MP5 in Warzone, and it's incredible. Mounted kills and long shot kills will always suck, especially with the SMGs, because SMGs are made to run and gun. But with these, it's like they want you to sit still and shoot long range. Again, shoot house. I don't know any other maps that have good sight lines that you can get easy long shots. Is it double kills or kill shortly after reloading? Alright, kill shortly after reloading. Again, if you're struggling, take off one of the attachments, put on sleight of hand. So for the SMG, there isn't really that hard. Those were relatively easy. Shotguns. This is the camo category I did last. So here, let me just model 6. This is probably the middle ground shotgun. I haven't even put Damascus on this. Platinum looks like with it. This is Damascus. But so basically, my build has a suppressor because I like it. It's basically like the monolithic, except it gives you tighter pellet spread, which is what you want, so you can hit farther from range. This increases your ammo capacity. Now, with the Model 680, you have two options here. You can, if you're struggling with, you don't need long. If you're struggling with kills in general, just like staying alive, throw on Dragon's Breath. People will hate you for it, but it will help you. I use the tube extension because I like having more ammo, and then sleight of hand just so I can reload. If I take off sleight of hand, I'd probably put on laser, stock, or no stock. Now, for the challenges, this shotgun I got done in like a few hours after I got LMGs. So the challenges are just kill enemies, crouching, hip fire, Hipfire will go by insanely quick. Cannot stress this enough. You do not need to ADS with shotguns unless you need headshots. So just hipfire naturally. Point blanks. These are the equivalent of long shots for shotguns. They suck. Instead of having to be really far away, you have to put your gun right in their face. The only tips I can give you for this are, if you see somebody who does not see you, just rush up behind them or in front of them and like avoid their shots and just one hit them in their face or anywhere else. Headshots. This will happen naturally. If you are struggling with this, then ADS and aim for the head. If you aren't, the pellet spread will probably hit them in the head. I got them random. All attachments, that will happen naturally. Double kills will happen naturally because it's a shotgun. You can get multiple kills with one shot. Kills shortly after reloading, you're going to be doing with 3 of the shotguns anyway. The Model 680, the R9, and the 725, because these only have a limited number, and you have to load the individual shots. You don't just change the magazine like you do for the Origin. I guess you can throw on a magazine for this, but I don't think it's worth it. No attachment kills are... It looks like a lot, but with the shotguns, it flies by. 3 kills without dying also flies by. It may take you a little bit, but it will go by faster than you think it's going. So, all the challenges for the shotguns are the same, except for 725. This one has different. Instead of headshots, you have to get long shots, which is weird for a shotgun. It's only 50. But basically, the attachments I recommend are the monolithic suppressor and this barrel. And if you're really struggling, you can throw on slugs. But that means you have to be incredibly accurate. And also, you can take off the stock, take off sleight of hand, throw on slugs, and if you really want to be a degenerate, throw on the sniper scope on the shot. So, this is arguably my favorite shotgun, but the worst to actually do camo challenges for. It took me like 6-7 hours yesterday. Origin, I got this done earlier today. It's not terrible. It's actually a pretty good shotgun. You can just spam it all you want. Challenges are all the same. R9, use the Dragon's Breath on it. It's not that good without it. Just do it. LMGs. I'm going to go with the hardest LMG. That's why I named it kind of crap. Let's just throw on Damascus. Looks like this one, instead of putting a long-range barrel, put on this one so you can move faster. And I put on tac laser so you can ADS faster, just because you'll be moving really slowly with these. The LMGs will fly by. They were really easy, so I would recommend just throwing them on and then forget about it. Marksmans. 2 of the Marksmans are good. This one is not. So here, let me just take a look at the best Marksman. 98. This is my build, although you might want to take off the sniper scope, put on like a reflex sight or something if you're doing it and like just wanting to go for challenges, or if you like quick scoping, then sure, do that. But all the challenges are really simple for these. It's kill enemies, yeah, headshots, crouching kills. I mean, if you're really using the sniper, you're gonna be crouching anyways. Because if you're using it like a sniper, you'll be like crouching from a distance, unlike ground war or something, and just shooting. Kill enemies in the single shot. This already has high damage, so you don't need to do hardcore, but if you are struggling with it, which you probably won't be, do it in hardcore. All attachment kills, easy. Long shots, easy for snipers. Mounted kills, harder for snipers, but... Well, no, not actually hard for snipers, because again, if you're sitting back, you can just mount on something and you're fine. Double kills are hard for snipers, which is weird, because they're not hard for anything else, but they are hard for snipers. Because, especially for the bolt action ones, where you have to prime the next shot, and you can't just pull the trigger again, you have to be able to kill them. And then this is no attachments, which again, I would recommend hardcore, because you're not going to have the damage. And then 3 kills without dying is also not as hard, because if you just are sniping from behind somewhere, you can easily do this. Now, for the snipers, the worst sniper, Dragunov. Everybody knows the Dragunov. It's been in every Call of Duty game. So, I have 2 builds for the Dragunov, and I'm going to go over them both. This one is for actually sniping. Basically, this is the build you're going to want to use for your mounted kills, your long shots, and just like your one-shot kills. This is the build for that. Because it has the extended barrel, it has a variable zoom scope, it has the monolithic suppressor. So you're going to want to use this in like ground war. Now, I don't know if I did this, but if you are doing it in any other game mode, like core or something, you're going to want to use this. This is what you're going to want to use for everything else. Take off. Make it more movement based. Put on the smaller barrel so you move faster. Put on the tax laser so you're moving, so you can ADS faster. Put on not a sniper scope. Put on something like this. You can put on a thermal if you want. Don't put on anything like that is made for actually sniping. Put on sleight of hand or something else. That doesn't matter. Don't put on bigger mags. You don't need that because there's no kills shortly after reloading. And then put on the one that makes you ADS faster. So you're going to be running around like this, like a Car 98. That's how you're going to be using it. Like running around with quick scoping with the Car 98. This you're going to want to use for your double kills because it makes you move faster. You're going to want to use it for your 3 kills without dying because, again, well, unless you're using a ground war, then you can use that. But yeah, this is the build that you're going to want to use for not long shots, mounted kills, and one-shot kills. HDR. So, the HDR is a weird one. Because none of the barrels actually... So, what I would recommend doing is taking off the barrel. Don't put on a barrel, unless you're going for range. And then make this ADS. Make this, like... this, and then again, like, throw on, and then maybe take off the suppressor if you don't want it, and then just leave it like this. You don't need anything else if you're running around. Now, for range, again, the snipers, you want to use them in 2 different ways. You can use them for range or for everything else. But I use it in Warzone, so it's made for range. But basically, the snipers are one of the harder categories. But so, how I recommend doing the snipers is ground war or core if you need anything other than long shot. One shot. Now, moving on to pistols. This is the first pistol I ever got gold. So let's just take a look at it. So this is the build I use. I wouldn't use a Kimbo if you need, so basically, if you want hipfire kills, unlock a Kimbo for the pistol, throw on a Kimbo. Because you will only be getting hipfire kills. Which is this. You only need 30, but you will fly by it quickly. The pistols, I went by 1 a night, and it was incredibly easy. What I recommend doing for the pistols is putting on the riot shield that you already have gold. So that you can cover your back, and then focusing on these. Again, put on a Kimbo if you need hipfire kills. Other than that, take off a Kimbo and put on like an optic, like the mini reflex. Just put that on. Just put on like an optic for everything else. Now the camo challenges are kill enemies, which will happen anyway. Headshots, which again I recommend hardcore for the pistols because they're really weak in core, but using them in hardcore is actually good. Hipfire kills, again. Long shot kills. People are like, why do you have to get long shot kills on a pistol? The pistols have the shortest long shot range. It is incredibly easy to do long shots. I got through these really quickly. It's like 12 meters is a long shot, not even. Double kills are also easy for pistols. All attachments, again, easy for pistols. Shortly after reloading is also relatively easy. If you don't get this done by the time you unlock it, or like when you unlock it and you haven't unlocked this yet, you will get it done with this. No attachment kills. Because the ammo capacity is so low. And then the last challenge is get 3 kills without get 3 kills without dying 25 times, which is also relatively easy. So all in all, the hardest things to do are the launchers, the melees, and the snipers. Those are probably the hardest things. The order I recommend doing them: melees, launchers, SMGs, and then you can interchange assault rifles, marksmen, and snipers. Do them however you want, and then do the LMGs, and then the pistols and the shotguns. The only reason I put the LMGs before the shotguns and pistols is because you don't have to get mounted kills for shotguns or pistols, which is a plus. End it on something that is good. Mounted kills suck. The homies hate mounted kills. Put that there. But that's all the tips I have for getting Damascus. It's been a long grind. I'm glad it's over, but it's technically not over because I am going for some DLC guns. We're going for the Bruin. We're going for the AMAX, the Ram, the Grau. Definitely the Renetti, because I like that pistol and I want to unlock the first thing. The Amati. And then the SPR, definitely the SPR, because I know that's but those are all the tips I have for Damascus. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded more. I will upload more consistently. I'll be trying to upload every weekend. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. Enjoy the grind. It is really fun once you get past the hard ones, aka the launchers, the snipers. There may be some guns you don't like. There may be some you like more than others, but all in all, it is a relatively fun. You just got to get used to it. Yes, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all you guys back.